What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Explore Attractions. My name is Scott, and you're watching your stop for all things theme park and attraction related. Hey, if you're new here, consider subscribing down below with those bell notifications on, and leave this video a like at the end if you enjoyed it. Today we're doing something really exciting. We're gonna go in this building behind us because we're getting a construction tour of SeaWorld's newest roller coaster that they're set to announce right now in this little mini press conference. And after, like I said, we're gonna go in the loading station. We're gonna check out some of the construction progress. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. Huge shout out to SeaWorld for having us out. Let's go get inside and check out everything that this new coaster has to offer. And right over here is where we're gonna make our way into the press conference, the former Wild Arctic pre-show. Now, but here's where Deathwater Bayou is at, that they no longer have this location for. All right, they got everything all set up in here for the press conference. This actually used to be where non-moving attraction used to be for Wild Arctic. It's interesting how they've set this up for a press conference. And of course, you got the logo right up there, SeaWorld San Diego. We're about 10 minutes away till the conference starts.
This morning you'll be meeting some of our executive team members. We'll start with Jim Lake, president of SeaWorld San Diego. And we'll also have Jim Potter, who is our vice president of plant engineering.
Hi everyone, thanks for being here today. Really appreciate you taking the time to be here, to be the first to hear about our new attraction. First, I just wanted to say there's a lot for us to be excited about here at SeaWorld right now. We just launched our Halloween time, and we've got two great events happening on the weekends. And today, as the coaster capital of San Diego, I'm excited to introduce an all-new addition to our collection of coasters and thrills here at the park. In 2023, we invite you to be part of an Arctic mission rescue on our new attraction, Arctic Rescue. It's the longest, fastest, triple launch straddle coaster on the West Coast.
So this is going to be the new load station for Arctic Rescue. Kind of where everybody's standing right now is going to be the new locker area, so we still have some walls to put up, but I'm really excited to get to show you mid-transformation, because where we're standing was the loading station for the old simulator ride, so we would be getting on to the simulator, which was in the big open area behind me. So we're transforming that into the loading station for Arctic Rescue. You can see we already have the hole in the wall where the track is going to be coming into the building. We'll be getting on and off the train right over here. Behind me, the train will come down, do a 180-degree turn, and then be almost at ground level, and then launch us out of the building on our first launch, the first of three. So it's going to be a really exciting ride. Like Jim said, it's going to be a lot more family-friendly with the 48-inch height requirements, so the whole family is going to get to enjoy it. And the straddle coaster part of it is just such a unique experience because you're sitting on top of the ride and on the snowmobile rather than sitting in a seat. So the experience is going to be highly different than the other rides that we've had up to this date. So it's going to be one I was looking forward to. I got to see the video for the first time, and I was getting goosebumps watching it, going, okay, I'm really excited to ride this even more now. So.
And they kind of tell where the Wild Arctic simulator was. It literally sat in this giant vacant empty area. So you got the exit doors right there, and then you had another simulator right over here with the exit doors sitting on its left-hand side. Now, a couple big questions is how exactly is this whole station gonna work? So obviously we know it's gonna be lifted a little bit. You're gonna load on this side right here, but where's the exit gonna be? Is it gonna be a different exit situation? But like what Drew and I were talking about right now is we think that it's gonna kind of bridge across, and that's why they still have those simulator exit doors. Maybe you could see from the exit the launch. Maybe not, maybe it'll just be completely covered, but it will be interesting because it will most likely be a platform covering this entire area where you can't see that exposed track. So right over here in these doors that you're seeing will be feeding in to the actual loading station. So the queue will be outside. To kind of get an idea of where the queue will be at, it will be where Deathwater Bayou was for Hallow Scream was last year. That will be an outdoor queue. I'm sure there will be some indoor right here, but for the most part, it's going to be all outdoor and lead right into the station.
And then as you continue in a clockwise, they're starting to set the rebar that's going in the foundation for the third quadrant, and then you can see the fourth quadrant they haven't started on. So we're going to be working around in a clockwise to get this foundation put in. It's kind of nice that today they're actually putting in some of the concrete for the pedestal, and then when we're done with all the concrete work, we're going to take some of the dirt from the pile that we've created over there and then bring it back and fill all this in so it'll be ground level and you won't really see any of this anymore. One of the things I always like to talk about is all the columns that are supported by Emperor. There's that much concrete and work that goes in under the ground to support it. So this is a really good opportunity, and you can see how much support goes into one of these rides.
Kind of get an idea of where we just came from. Right over there is the Wild Arctic building, and that's where the load station's going to be at. And then you can kind of see through the gates where the coaster's going to enter in at. And like Emperor's right to the left.
Is fancy. He's got a little mule.
Oh my god!
There you go.
Carter's so amazed with that little mirror on top. What's your reaction?
It's a pretty big plot. It's a cool station for how big's the ride and like where it would leave out. It's very interesting layout for the station itself. I'm very excited to see the progress as it develops. Probably not on the station because we're not going to be able to go inside it every time.
It's going to be hard to track the progress for this one.
Yeah, because it's so back in the back of the park that it's going to be like probably just construction tours when they do construction tours. But
I am honestly over the moon. I think it's going to be amazing. Arctic Rescue 2023. The 3 launches is going to be amazing. The fact that there's almost 3,000 feet of track is already pretty impressive in itself, especially in that plot of land, how it's going to cross over itself so many times. I can't wait to see more, and I can't wait to see some progress.
Looks like they're kind of redoing the merch store out here too, because the Wild Arctic trading post is currently closed. As you can see, there's signs that say danger of construction, do not enter. It's really weird because there's a little Hollow Scream sign there saying that the space is for Hollow Scream, but it's very obviously not since Hollow Scream's already going on. It's the refurbishment of the trading post here. And switching over to just my voice, I wanted to share the official kind of release that or the key visual that they gave us for this new coaster, and kind of play a little bit of the video that we saw obviously at the conference. I'm really excited for this coaster. Just to kind of share my thoughts on it. It's a 48-inch height requirement. There's going to be multiple launches up to 40 miles per hour. And it's exciting for them to be adding this to SeaWorld San Diego. Obviously, this is their 6th coaster. Now, with Tidal Twister back open, don't know how long that will last, but it is their 6th coaster as a part of the park. And I think that this is what SeaWorld San Diego needs. They have Emperor, which was almost sort of a test. Would people be drawn to that big of a coaster? Obviously, we've seen the success with Electric Eel, but would it carry over to Emperor? And yes, it's kind of in the middle, but I think that the San Diego park really thrives off of family coasters. Now, this is a perfect addition. I did not know that it was a straddle coaster at all. I thought it was just a family launch coaster is what the rumors were talking about. I had no idea about the whole straddle aspect to that. I really enjoy Wavebreaker. I've been on it a couple of times now over at SeaWorld San Antonio, and it's a whole lot of fun. It packs a punch. It is a relatively tame coaster, but it does pack a punch, and it's a whole lot of fun. So I can't wait to see what the differences are from the San Antonio kind of concept of this coaster, moving on over to the San Diego one. Obviously, this one is going to be Arctic themed compared to you riding a jet ski. We're going to be riding snowmobiles, and they did say, or at least I overheard them, I don't know if I caught it in the video, that there's going to be sparse theming throughout the attraction. So don't know what sparse theming means. Hopefully there's quite a bit of theming for this attraction to kind of take over the Wild Arctic area, but you know, it's kind of hard to theme a coaster unless they go like Hagrid's level at Universal Orlando, in which case I don't think SeaWorld would go to that extent. But here's to hoping we'll get some form of Arctic theming around it. But as always, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I figured I'd jump on here and share my thoughts with the new visuals that we got. And yeah, who's excited for this coaster? Because I know I am. Let me know down in the comments section what your thoughts are on it. And as always, subscribe with those bell notifications on. My name is Scott, and you've been watching Exploring Attractions. Huge shout out to SeaWorld for having us out today. And most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.